and thank you for joining me today. Today we'll be talking about how to handle negative social media comments. My name is Julie Pierson-Fields, and I'm the president and founder of Absolute Holdings Group. We are a full-service marketing and advertising agency. We help our customers to grow their social media audiences and to grow their brand authority utilizing social media. So today we're talking about negative comments on social media. If you or your organization have been in business for more than a hot minute, more likely you will be getting negative comments. It's not fun to admit, but it's very important to remember that utilizing these negative comments, we can use that to turn a negative comment into a positive brand experience. The approach I want to talk about today is just what we advise some of our clients. Obviously, every client and every organization are different, and as such, this cannot be a universal rule. All agencies offer different points of advice. This is just what we have found through practice works. First, you get a negative comment. What we always advise our clients, make sure you have a SOP, any standard operating procedure. Any social media manager should be able to easily craft one for you, or if you do not already have one. This is critical to ensure that you are addressing the situations in a prompt and professional manner, and also that you are being consistent in your approach. So, a negative comment comes in. What we do, the very first thing, before you do anything else, review the comment. Take a moment. We rarely, if ever, encourage our clients to remove or hide a negative comment. The only times that we will do that is if the comment utilizes language that is completely inappropriate or unacceptable. Again, it's very rare that this happens, and when it does, we immediately will hide that comment. We still address the situation, but that type of language, certain language, does not need to be on your page or associated with your page. This is rare. Most people expressing an issue avoid that language. We've only had a few situations where this happens. Next, if the comment is deliberately malicious, deliberately cruel, or specifically calls out team members in a way that is cruel or malicious, that then needs to be on a case-by-case basis as to whether or not to remove it or hide it. Again, we rarely, if ever, encourage anyone to remove or hide a negative comment. Those are just the few situations that it might be appropriate. The last situation would be if the subject matter that they are touching on is going to offend your main audience. Again, case by case, typically we don't suggest removing or hiding, but if it's going to offend a majority of your audience, that might be something that you would want to consider. Next, so you review the comment. You want to make sure that you address it immediately. Do not let negative comments hang out there, because when they do, that only builds more negative PR, and you do not want that. From a PR perspective, please, please, please do not ignore a comment. It's like ignoring a problem. It doesn't make the problem go away, it just makes it bigger. Let's say you are a restaurant. I'm just going to use this example, and Billy leaves you a comment that he could have been a comment saying, "We were so excited to come eat there and the service was just meh." Or, "We were so excited to bring my son there for his birthday and the food was not very good." Or, "The wait staff was rude." Whatever the comment might be. First thing you want to do is make the person who made the comment know that you are listening and that you do care and that you appreciate their feedback. So we again have a SOP. We create SOPs with all of our customers, and we come up with a variety of responses. We troubleshoot any possible scenario that their industry could have, and we come up with a variety of responses, so it's not cookie cutter, but that we can go into the situation already knowing approved language to pop out there so that it is immediately clear that this organization takes those complaints seriously. What we typically suggest is you want to take the impetus on you. You want to use language that builds rapport instead of building a wall. Language to the effect of, "Billy, we apologize that your most recent experience with us was not up to the high expectations that we hold ourselves to. We would love to have a member of our management team reach out to you so we can make sure that this does not happen again. Could you send us a private message with the best way for us to get in touch with you, phone or email? We would love to learn more. Thank you so very much for your feedback." Again, You're taking the impetus that you are carrying, you're taking that and you're turning it. Anyone else reading that article, anyone else reading that comment will start thinking, they actually care. They want to learn from this and not have this happen in the future. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Billy, whoever, can do one of three things. And we kind of call this our canary in the mine. Path 1. Billy can send you a private message, and it could be like, hey, yeah, I would love to talk to you about this. Email's best. Or it could just be, hey, just wanted you to know for future reference, there's no need to contact me. Thank you, though. Because the main thing that you want to do when you are commenting on the issue, you want to take it from a public forum to a private platform. You do not want to have this hashing out in public. People can get their emotions high, and you do not want that in a public forum. So again, you want to move this from the public forum to a private platform. Billy can either respond back, privately respond back, let you know how to get in touch with them. Obviously, then you need to immediately address the issue and then have follow-up to that issue. Path 2. And this is kind of our little canary here. Billy comments on the post again in public. At this point, this indicates to us that they are wanting to create drama, that they are not actively wanting to seek a solution, that they just want to complain. Unfortunately, this then means that you have not been able to move it from a public forum to a private platform. And at that point, what you need to do is simply make sure you are maintaining your professionalism when you respond to this. A lot of small business owners take negative comments personally. I encourage you, do not take it personally. Your business is personal. Yes, I get that. When you start showing emotion, that's when you start losing your audience. Again, also, please, please, please do not use humor. Like, unless you are Wendys, and Wendys can, if you've never checked out their Twitter feed, check it out. It's awesome. Humor is so subjective that what you find funny, other people might not, or vice versa, and the message can get lost. Even with emojis, even with GIFs, the message can get lost. Whenever there's an issue, a customer service issue, handle it with grace and professionalism. Okay, so Billy's kept the comment in public. Unfortunately, you're going to have to handle it then in a public forum. So you want to make sure that anything you are doing is being handled with a professional perspective. If it continues, or if the customer starts going to name calling, being malicious or cruel, then you need to kind of refer back, is it time to hide it? I would, again, never encourage that, only if the customer starts taking it to that level. Last option, Billy ignores you. Billy doesn't send you a message, he doesn't comment on the post, he doesn't like it, he's moved on to the next thing. People get too many notifications. If he ignores it, set a reminder. Pretty much for any of our clients, we always say set a reminder for 3 to 4 days after you make the comment to follow back up. If Billy has not, responded, send one more message. Just say, hey, just wanted to make sure you had seen this. We would love to get in touch with you to make sure we're taking a lesson from this, however you want to phrase it. Please send us a private message, and that way a member of our management team can get in touch with you. If Billy doesn't, the loop is closed. A PR perspective, your clients have seen that you have tried to make every good faith effort. If you handled it path 1, and that was Billy sent a private message, and you engaged, you solved the problem. After the problem has been addressed, hop back into that original thread and comment, Billy, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us and help us make sure that we are continuing to have a high standard of excellence. We look forward to seeing you and your family again, and we appreciate your business and your feedback. Again, when people can see that an organization actively strives to resolve issues, they're more likely to trust that organization. Again, it's all about building positive PR. Now, this is obviously not applicable for all businesses. This is for 80 to 90% of our clients. This is the SOP we follow. I know I've covered a lot of things. So if you want to get a quick guide on what we've covered, hop to ahg.tips/FB3 for a free worksheet. I appreciate you joining me today, and I look forward to the next one where we'll be covering when to post on social media. If you have a topic that you would like covered, send us a message or comment below. And don't forget to get your worksheet on how to handle negative comments on social media at ahg.tips/FB3. Thanks, and have a great day.